Boy, LeBron and them Los Angeles Lakers don't waste any time, do they? So it is being reported out there from very respected reporters. This is your boy Taliaferro. I just don't come with anything now. We only discuss and report on information from respected reporters if we don't have the source ourselves. So out of the NBA circles, the Los Angeles Lakers, who we did not defend our championship, y'all. We are no longer the reigning defending NBA champions. That title now goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. Congratulations to them. Look, I just showed Giannis a lot of love, but damn it, it's time for my Lakers to get back in the position that we need to be in. I shout out to Giannis, but damn it, my Lakers got to come back and make a run at this thing next year. So it's being reported that the Lakers are going big fish shopping at point guard this offseason. And apparently that hunt is starting with Washington and Phoenix. So Russell Westbrook would have to be a trade. Chris Paul could actually be brought in if he decides to opt out. The Lakers are reportedly interested in bringing in Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul. Now, obviously, these are two good friends of LeBron. Chris, we know, is a really good friend of LeBron. But for those who don't know, Bron and Brody kick it in the offseason from time to time. Like, they are friends. And if the Lakers were able to get either of these point guards, you would think that they're both upgrades at point guard from Dennis Schroeder. Now, I want you to watch what I'm about to say here because I'm going to throw a couple fans off. I do believe Russell Westbrook is an upgrade at point guard over Dennis Schroeder. I do not believe Russell Westbrook is an upgrade at point guard over our 2019 point guard that helped lead us to that championship in Rajon Rondo. I want y'all to listen to what I'm telling y'all here. I don't believe Russell Westbrook is a better fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm not saying who's a better player. I'm talking about fit. I do not believe Russell Westbrook's a better fit than Rajon Rondo. If I were the Lakers, the first call I would make is to say, yo, Rondo, we messed this one up. Let's take a couple extra $1 million. We ain't signing Dennis Schroeder. Come back over to the right side of L.A. Take that jersey from one end of the locker room and bring it all over to the other. Come back to the right side of Staples Center. When we were together, we won. Kawhi ain't going to be there next year. Come back over to old purple and gold. But since the Lakers are in the big fish market, it looks like Brody and CP3 are two of their point guards that are top their list right now. In regards to Chris Paul, I think if you bring in Chris Paul, that's an upgrade from Schroeder, Rondo, and anybody else. I think Chris would be great with Los Angeles. Oh, he'd be incredible. LeBron has always lusted for two stars. And you know what? To be fair to LeBron, I kind of get why he wants to do that because when a guy like AD goes down, I believe LeBron looks at it like I can still win a championship unless I'm going against Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and the Warriors with one other all-star caliber guy, one other all-NBA guy. I would love to have both, but I could get it done with one. So I think that's the real reason why LeBron likes stacking the decks up a little bit at the top and just doing it with role players. As long as he got top guys, I think he can feel like he can get it done against anybody. Right. And I think, bringing in Chris would be a great storyline for the NBA next year. If the Lakers are able to bring in Chris Paul, and after LeBron was sitting in Phoenix on the court for Game 5 drinking tequila, and he watched Giannis just steal that game and shut that Suns fan base up, he had to watch his friend Chris Paul lose his third straight game in the NBA Finals, and then he went on to lose his fourth straight. What a story would that be? Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis next year against Chris Paul, LeBron, and AD in the NBA Finals. CP3 looking for revenge, went and got his big bro LeBron with him this time around to take down Giannis. That would be incredible. I don't know what CP3 is going to do. He's moved around a lot, relatively speaking, for a first ballot Hall of Fame point guard. I don't know if he wants to do that again. Here's what we know from a financial standpoint. The owner of the Phoenix Suns, the majority owner, is cheap. He is cheap. And I don't know if he was sold, and we'll talk about this more in another video. I don't know if he was sold on paying Chris Paul a big dollar if they won, let alone the fact that they lost 4 straight games in the NBA Finals. So CP3 can opt out. He's got 1 year left on his deal. He can opt out of his deal because if you're CP3, you want to try to get max dollar for your services while you can, coming off a year where you led a team to an NBA Finals. That's why you would opt out this year versus just playing your contract out for 1 more year. We'll see what Chris decides to do if he decides to opt out, what's going to be the rate? Does he take a discount with Phoenix? Does he want to go get Max Dollar? The Lakers, if they want to go get Chris, they would have to trade out Kyle Kuzma's contract bare minimum, and then maybe move one other piece out, and then they could sign Chris Paul. So they would have to move some pieces around. It might even take some restructuring of some contracts between LeBron and AD since they don't own CP3's bird rights. I'll make sure I get those numbers to y'all soon about what it would take for the Lakers to acquire Chris Paul in free agency if he decides to opt out of the last year of his deal. But that's the scenario. Lakers interested in Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul to, you know what? Let's just put it like this. I don't think Rob Pelinka and the Lakers are sold on paying Dennis Schroeder the type of money that he's going to want in free agency. I think the Lakers are like, hell, if we're going to get in the ballpark of that money, at least let's go get a guy that LeBron loves, and also a guy that we know is committed to the game, which I don't think anybody's questioning Brody or CP3's commitment to the game of basketball. Y'all let me know, do y'all think my Lakers will land one of these guys in free agency? Talk to me, comment box below, or via trade with Brody. Let me know. I'm out.